Hi, this is Randy. I have a funny and sad story to tell. I need to set up the context of the situation. I was at a place where people are interested in learning about spirituality, their intuition, enlightenment, and personal growth. A man, balding, slight in stature, approximately between 50 and 55 years old, asked me a serious question. And he wanted my help and he wanted my opinion. He told me there's a very young woman at his work who he's very attracted to. He fantasizes about her. He can't get her out of his mind. And he knows that she's been with older men. He wanted to know if I thought he should hook up with her. I couldn't hide my shock. It was mainly because of the situation that I was in and my surroundings. I didn't expect that a question such as that would be asked. It was very ironic, also given my own personal history, and I was also shocked about the kind of ignorance that seemed to seep through this older man's face. I was asking myself, why me? Why would he ask me this and even think that the question is okay? So here's this 55-year-old man sitting in front of me with the man's body but with the mind of a 3-year-old. I clarified to him that obviously this relationship that he's talking about embarking on would be purely lust and have nothing to do with logic or compatibility. He nodded. And I added that this would purely be about casual sex. And the man agreed. I verified with him that he was just seeking some excitement and basically a temporary thrill, not anything long term. No, he argued. I'd really like something long term. I asked him to honestly consider if long term was realistic with this young girl at work. He shuddered and said, "Oh, no, I realized that it wouldn't be long term." I looked puzzled. I clarified that he obviously has another voice in his head that tells him, go for it anyway. Just in the meantime, since you haven't found anybody long term yet, what can it hurt, right? He nodded. Yeah, I do have that voice in my head telling me that. I asked the man if he's considered what the girl's friends, brothers, and father would say if they knew about this temporary hookup relationship that he wants to embark on. He reassured me, oh, no, she has no relationship with her father. She actually has issues around this. That's probably why she will go with a lot of different older men. Again, I'm trying to hide the shock of the man's pure ignorance, yet trying to maintain my composure and not go off on a complete rant. So I summarized what he had told me. Well, you'd like to hook up with a girl at work who has a history of screwing older men. She obviously has poor boundaries because otherwise we wouldn't know that she screws older men. And she also has known psychological issues surrounding her father. You understand that it would be temporary, even though what you say you really want is a long-term relationship with somebody who you're compatible with. You know that there will likely be negative consequences to deal with when it ends. You want long-term, but you're willing to waste as much time with this young girl as she'll give to you. And the fact that she works with you doesn't detour you because your sexual fantasies are so strong, right? And he said, yep. Then I listed for him a range of negative consequences that he may encounter. I warned him that if and when the girl tries to end it, he will be like putty in her hands. He'll be out of control, unrecognizable to himself, so in love and infatuated and in fantasy, so sexually controlled that he'll be willing to serve her needs and that he'll accept any kind of behavior out of her, and that he could possibly lose everything, including his job and his retirement. He then likened my warnings to a parent's warning to a child of danger. He rationalized that sometimes the child just has to experience things for himself. He rejected the warnings. And I said, yes, but here's the difference. You're not a child. You're a grown man. He looked at me, kind of surprised. After that, I said, screw it. I gave him permission that he was looking for and told him that when it's over and he's lost everything and he's weeping in the corner, he'll have no one to blame but himself, because he went into it knowing the risks and still insisted on moving forward anyway because of his sexual fantasies that have nothing to do with reality. I apologized at the end, and I said I was sorry if I seemed mean. He said, what? Mean? No. In fact, he thanked me, and he said that I was helpful, and he called it tough love. This is a 100% true story, folks, and it happened to me yesterday, and I just had to do a video on it. I wish you could see the guy's face, and probably mine. I was talking to a man that seemed to understand zip. And then when I tried to help him understand zip, he acted like he understood it, but he just did not care. He didn't care. What a trip. Thanks for listening.